You're probably watching this video because you suffer from depression or anxiety, or both. The first thing I want to tell you is that over 12 years of practice helping people with anxiety to recover, and the experience and information that we've gathered through my counsellors and my psychologists, and through the experience of helping all of these people from around the world to recover, I can tell you that depression and anxiety are two very, very different conditions. They're only connected by depression causing anxiety in some cases. In some cases, people with true clinical depression can develop anxiety disorders. But that's usually down to the behaviours that they modify in order to cope with their depression. Clinically, they're not connected. Now let me tell you this, in over 12 years of helping all of these people, I've never had somebody with anxiety disorder develop depression, true clinical depression. It's very rare indeed. Because it's not part of the same disorder. Just because you've gone to the doctors and you've been prescribed antidepressants doesn't mean you're depressed. Antidepressants are commonly used, or abused, I believe, to help people with anxiety disorders because they have a slightly soporific effect and they can lift the mood. But are they curative? No. It may well be that they were designed with the use of helping people with anxiety disorders in mind, but they weren't developed for that. They were developed for treating true clinical depression, because in true clinical depression, the sufferer has chemical imbalances which require medication to correct them. In anxiety disorders, that just isn't the case. If you have an anxiety disorder, you may be feeling thoroughly fed up with your existence. You could be agoraphobic. You could be modifying your behaviours and your geographic movements. Family situations could be affected, holidays, work. And this causes you to feel completely fed up with your lot. But that isn't depression, that's feeling fed up. And never have I come across anybody with true anxiety disorder that has developed depression. But I have come across people with depression that have developed anxiety disorders. And very often we've helped them to get rid of their anxiety, and this has helped them to get rid of their depression. And they've put in place the processes that we recommend to them, and they've become anxiety free, and their depression has also faded away, in many cases. But generally, anxiety causes you to feel fed up, and only by removing the subconscious anxious habits that fuel your anxiety in the anxiety centre of the brain, the amygdala, which is the anxiety is responsible for controlling the anxiety response in the subconscious mind, can you become anxiety free, and therefore free of all these feelings of feeling fed up with your lot. I can promise you that if you put in place a process that completely eliminates your anxiety disorder, you're going to feel happier, more focused and more fulfilled in every element of your life. But how do you do this? Well, as I've already said, the amygdala, which is the anxiety control centre of the brain, only responds to sensory input. So your anxiety levels have risen because somehow and somewhere at some time there's been a catalyst which has communicated through your sensory organs, your eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose, your skin, back to your amygdala that there is a threat in your environment. Your amygdala is reacted by raising your anxiety levels, and this has caused symptoms within your body during the flight or fight response. Regardless of how mild your anxiety is, there has been symptoms in your body and mind that has fed back to your amygdala that there is a threat present. You see, the amygdala should be responding to threat in your environment, like a tiger or a saber-toothed tiger or a lion or something. But it doesn't do that. What happens is after the initial catalyst and the anxiety response is released by the amygdala, it then searches for reasons for your anxiety, and your body sends out these anxious signals into your physiology. Your heart rate, your respiration, your digestion all change, and all of these can produce symptoms. You may experience dizziness or digestive upsets, racing heart, pins and needles in your limbs, aching limbs. And all these are entirely appropriate. But when your amygdala senses these reactions and these symptoms, it sees those as the threat, and not some external catalyst like a tiger or lion attacking you. And it feeds back to the amygdala all of this data, and your amygdala says, yes, there is a threat present, therefore I need to respond with more anxiety. The heightened anxiety then produces more symptoms, the more the symptoms produce heightened anxiety, and so on, until you're inside of your body, not externally, inside of your body, you are producing symptoms that are causing anxiety, anxiety that are causing symptoms, and so on. And it's a catch-22 situation, and you must break that cycle in order to become anxiety-free. So if you're looking for help with your anxiety and depression, this is where the help lies. It lies in a structured program of anxiety elimination that permanently eliminates and removes the inappropriate anxiety that you're experiencing and breaks the link between your symptoms and your anxiety levels. And you can do that, I promise you. So any help that you need in future about your anxiety, about your depressive symptoms and what you perceive as depression can come from addressing your anxiety in this way and removing it completely from your life. Anxiety and depression help is available through us, and I promise you, if you follow our structured process of anxiety elimination, you will become completely anxiety-free, because it's the same process that absolutely every single recovered anxiety sufferer since the dawn of time has followed in order to become anxiety-free. There is no other solution. Medication, other therapies, they just don't work. They're not targeted enough, and in some cases they can be counterproductive. And we've had tens of thousands of people come to us having gone down all of these routes with absolutely no success. They follow our program and very quickly, in days sometimes, are cured of their panic attacks, OCD, agoraphobia, and all of the sensations and symptoms they experience. I hope you decide to take advantage of what we're offering you and just try this, because only by trying it can you see just why I am so dedicated to helping people and why I'm so convinced that this works. I cured myself, and we've cured well over 100,000 people worldwide using this exact same process, because it is the solution. I'm passionate about it because it works. And I hope you give me the opportunity to show you how well it works. Take care.